Yours truly, the GOAT.
Not the fucking GOAT.
I'm just playing. You good?
It's recording.
You good?
No.
I'm checking on my cameraman real quick.
I'm not good.
He's slumped out right now. He still got the itis from the turkey.
I gotta record
and the pie,
after this.
and the greens, and the potatoes, and the cornbread, and the mac.
Just start.
You're looking real sleepy back there, man. This is Thanksgiving edition, post-Thanksgiving edition of Vice's Sneaker Reviews. Now, happy holidays. What up, YouTube? Appreciate y'all tuning in today. We got a very special edition sneaker that we're gonna be looking at. I'm really excited for this release coming up. A lot of people are actually really excited as well. It's growing a lot of buzz around the country. People are going to be trying to get their hands on these. And of course, we are taking a look at another Quick Strike SB. Now, these are gonna be hard to get, just as any Nike SB or Nike Dunk release is these days. And you can probably guess by the upcoming release calendar what we're looking at. And it is a shoe with lots of significance because it is the first Nike SB collaboration to come out of the Middle East. Very important things going on. So what are these? For those that don't know, you might have seen a lot of pictures floating around and starting to see the buzz grow on these. These are the Nike SB Frame Skate Habibi SB Dunks. Lot to unpack there, lots of words I'm throwing at you, but they look really, really dope. And there is significance to the design of this shoe. So let's get into them. First, we're gonna start right here with the ripstop quarter panel. A nice touch, adds a durable material. Looks really nice, of course. You can't help but look at the double Nike swoosh. Now the green one here is corduroy material. So a really dope touch on that Nike swoosh, and then followed up with tumbled leather Nike swoosh overlaying on the top of that. Flip it around, you got the black Nike hit on the heel. You can obviously see we've got a sail colored midsole as well as a gum covered sole. Hit the toe box, got a tumbled leather. Overall, I'm a really big fan. And when you bring it up to the laces, you've got the white and red pattern, similar to aesthetics found in the Middle East, as well as a double tongue. So, lots of cool details going on with this sneaker. Now, let's get into some of the significance of it, right? So, Nike is collaborating with Frame Skate Shop.
Frame Skate Shop was started in 2017 by Peter An in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Located in the D3 Dubai Design District, Peter founded the shop to bring together all the things he loves in one single frame.
Out in Dubai for this sneaker. Much like they've collaborated with Strangelove and other stores and brands to create a Nike SB. So they went all out because this is the first Middle Eastern collaboration. They even created a pixelated kind of old school video game where people can enter a raffle upon completing the video game. So it's a skate based game that basically allows you to kind of beat like a whole course, and then once you do that, you can enter your information in for the raffle. Now, people out in the UAE are gonna get access to these a little bit sooner than us here in the States. These drop November 30th, which is, just a couple days from now. Meanwhile, these will hit skate shops and sneakers in the States on December 5th. Now, retail price, we're looking at a cost of $110. So if you're lucky enough to get them for retail, you're gonna be looking to pay that much, but got a strong feeling that people are gonna be paying a lot more. So real quick, let's take a look at the insole and the sock liner, as well as hit these with a Blacklight, so we can show you guys what to look for, especially if you're buying them aftermarket from a reseller or buying them online. Now, my only one complaint on this shoe is the white sock liner. Those are notorious for obviously getting very dirty very easily. And on a shoe this clean, I preferred that they would have done something different, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, so I guess I'll have to live with it. Now, on the left shoe, the insole has a Nike SB hit on the heel. On the right shoe, it's got the Frame logo. A slight nod to the collaboration between the two. Now, running a Blacklight over these is actually very interesting. I'm gonna start with the right shoe just so you guys can see a few details that I noticed. The first thing is, when you hit the mid panel here with the ripstop material, you're gonna notice that it does have kind of an illumination from the Blacklight when you hit it with that. Notice the black Nike check does not have any illumination. However, the green swoosh does. As you go over the corduroy material, the stitching on the outside illuminates. Now, starting from the back side of the shoe and going over the midsole, you're gonna notice the speckles in the stitching. It's not repetitive, there's not like a certain pattern to it, but you do notice them. Flip this shoe over to the toe box. You're not gonna really notice anything until you get to the laces, where the material does also illuminate, as well as the tongue tab and the stitching and the liner by the Blacklight. Come back over to the inside part of the shoe, and you're gonna notice the same consistencies as far as the stitching on the corduroy, the ripstop material, and then along the stitching on the midsole. Now, here, when we hit the zoom unit on the bottom, you're gonna notice that there's kind of an outline around the zoom unit that has an effect. Just keep an eye out for that. Nothing else too crazy, but it does on that zoom unit. Taking a look at the inside of the shoe, there's nothing too crazy going on in here, but if you remove this insole, which we'll do here in just a second, you might see some details pop. Now real quick, one thing I want to show you, because I noticed from the right shoe to the left shoe, notice on the right shoe, we've got these dots along the stitching. On the left shoe, we don't. Now, once you get to the other side, you'll notice a few, like right there. And really, kind of that's it on this left shoe. So, not sure what the significance of that is, but it is something I noticed. It's different on the right shoe and the left shoe. On the back heel, of course, you see the stitching also illuminates. Let's pop one of these insoles out real quick and get an idea of what we're looking like under the surface. Awesome looking insole. So first, here's a look, kind of baseball stitching look-alike around there. And as soon as we hit it with the Blacklight, you're gonna notice there's not really too much going on under there. So, not sure that that would be the most helpful spot to use a Blacklight, but nonetheless, you can pick up some of the details under the insole, get an idea what it's looking like, as well as the alternating logos on the insole. Now, let's take it to the right sneaker really fast to see what your lace options are. And you got a lot. There's 4 different lace options on this sneaker. So you got the red and white pattern that comes stock on the shoes. You got white, black, and then all black. And what's really dope, if you can zoom in on this, is the Habibi hit on the lace tips. Now, what does Habibi mean? So technically, the direct translation is my love. And essentially, Frameskate expressed that they really wanted to, put the expression of their love for skate culture and sneakers into this shoe. Hence why you got a little bit of a Valentine's Day-ish aesthetic to it, with hints, like I said, of significance from the Middle East, and also, most importantly, their passion and their love for skating. So I think these came out really well. I'm really happy with the shoe and the concept. And just that there's something about that double swoosh on the on any sneaker really these days, SBs, Air Forces. It looks really, really good. Some shoes have played it out, but I think, the switching of the two different materials and colors is a perfect balance on this shoe. And I actually brought along some friends to put side by side just for a comparison. Because people are starting to question which shoe is actually better. Now, you got the Chicago's, which are extremely hard to find, extremely hard to get, and really sought after, obviously, because of the colorway and the significance related to the Air Jordan 1 and just their, kind of mysterious release, how they've kind of come out, but they didn't really come out, during the whole quarantine and COVID situation. The release date got kind of messed up, and it just made these extremely hard to get. But looking at the two side by side, you might not go with just the traditional look. The red obviously pops more on the Habibis. It's a little bit more of a brighter red, where on the Chicago's, it's obviously going to be kind of a darker, deeper red. But, either way, you can never go wrong. You do notice a difference in the leather materials for sure on these two toe boxes. So you've got more of a tumbled leather here versus kind of like Nike signature traditional leather here. Both feel pretty good, I can't lie. Obviously, you got the fat tongue on the Chicago's, and you've got a more interesting double tongue on these. Now, you also notice there's a Habibi hit right on the inside, okay, as well as your lace options. Meanwhile, Chicago's only come with black and then white laces. Overall, I don't think you can complain if you get either of these shoes at a great price, let alone retail, because they're both, in my opinion, must-haves, especially for SB enthusiasts. But if I gotta be honest, I'm kind of leaning more with the new design. I like these a little bit better. I just like the details and everything else compared to these. There's some SBs that I would take probably over these Chicago's in my personal opinion, although they're classic colorway. So let us know in the comments which one you like more. Let us know if you're going to be trying to go after these Habibis and what you think of the design, and did Nike hit these ones out of the park, or could they have done better? We appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time, make sure you like and subscribe. We've got some great content on the way. Everybody have a good holiday season. We'll talk to you soon.